Okay, which of these prisons did you find the harshest to stay in?
The harshest is Kamishi. First of all, there's the Priyomka. Second, there is the bath. Third, there are the interrogations.
Okay, what do you mean by the bath?
Once a week, they took us to wash ourselves. For a few minutes, even seconds. 5 seconds to undress. They forced us to strip naked. They took us to a large room where there were taps. You turn on the cold water. You wash quickly, in about 5 seconds. And then you had to turn back. If someone didn't manage to get dressed in 5 seconds, they were rushed with a stun device. Then we stood in the Ziu position. It is also called swallow. Put your hands up, get on all fours, and wait for the command. If the command was to move on our right, then that was it, the end. That was good. It was physical abuse, electric shocks, whatever they wanted. But as long as there was no such command, they mocked us.
Is it really possible to get dressed in 5 seconds?
It's possible. If you have everything prepared, it's possible to jump right into your clothes.
So, basically, you have 20 seconds to run there, wash up, and return back.
Yes, it's possible. But most of the time is taken up by their mockery.
Why do you think that is? Why is it set up that way?
Well, I think it's them. They're over there. Well, I think they all work according to the same method there. Because they had all kinds of courses there, that's what we heard. In addition, I think roughly there are people working there who were bullied as children. Well, and they came here to work. Well, you know, I'm sure that to boost their ego at our expense. At our expense, to raise him. And then this same person goes home to his family. He is considered a hero by his family for mocking Ukrainian prisoners of war.
Do you think his family knows about this?
I think so.
And they're okay with it?
And they're okay with that. I think they come home and just talk about how they abused someone that day. And their families call them heroes for that. That's definitely how it is.
So, on the one hand, it is state policy to treat Ukrainian prisoners this way, and on the other hand, society tolerates it. At least I think that's how it works.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what was your day in prison like in general? Well, let's imagine, for example, when you woke up there, what did you usually do? Regular schedule? For example, what do you do in the evening?
In the morning, you wake up, wash, and then do exercises. And after that, after exercising, you wait for breakfast. It's something like that. After breakfast, you wait for the guards to change shifts and check the prisoners by name. And after that, then they lock the cells. After that, you go for a walk. After your walk, they take you back to your cell. You wait for lunch. After lunch, if you are sitting in your cell, you can read a book or walk around the cell. Although in the detention center we did not walk around the cell. We could only go to the toilet in turn. And after that, then you wait for the doctor to come and check on you, but he might not come. Well, that's how it is. And then you wait for dinner, and after dinner you wait for lights out. It's something like that.
Okay, from what you've said, it certainly doesn't make it any easier for you, but I've talked to some of the guys, and they would be very happy to have such a schedule, to be honest. Because for them, everything you've described was accompanied by almost constant...
Yes, I just didn't mention that. There are constant physical assaults. No, it's definitely.
Well, it's just important, because the way you described it, it sounds like some kind of sanatorium, you know, where you eat, wash, but...
It's 100% regular abuse.
Well, okay, when could it happen?
Even when you're out for a walk. You go for a walk, you open your eyes a little, because they themselves told you to open your eyes a little. And after that, and in one moment they just grab you and start abusing you for it.